Hey G, I picked this book out special for you because I wanted you to have a challenge today. Number one, this is my third try re-recording this. I ran into some technical difficulties. I ran into some background noise that just wasn't going to be cute in the video. And finally, now we're going to make this work. We're going to do great. I know you have faith in me. I appreciate that about you. Okay, this book was written by Kitty Higgins, and it was illustrated by Angela Comstra Jacobson. So I want you to turn to Mom, Grandma, whoever's working with you today. I want you to tell them what the illustrator does, because I know you know. Okay, so Carlos and Mom both look pretty happy. He looks like he's looking at some food, and he's like, And Mom looks happy. But when you turn the page, they don't look so happy anymore. This book is about Carlos' first Thanksgiving, and I wonder why it's his first Thanksgiving, because he doesn't look like a baby. He doesn't look little like your little sister or like Atticus. I know when you think about a first Thanksgiving, you think about a little tiny baby having their first Thanksgiving. So I wonder why it's his first Thanksgiving. Let's see if we can figure that out in the book. Okay, looks like they're planning the meal together. By the way, we're going to peek through the book before we start reading. I know you're a great reader, so it won't be hard for you to read, but I want us to peek through the book and kind of figure out what they're doing so it gives us a little bit of context when we move forward. So, we see Mom, and right here, this is Grandma, but Grandma in Spanish is abuela, so in the book, if you see the word abuela, it means grandma, and they call their grandma abuela. Okay, we have Mom and Carlos. They are planning, and now abuela, and I'm not sure what her name is. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so Carlos, and then we have Mateo right here, and they are planning games to play. I really wonder if I don't think the sister has a name now that I'm looking back through it. We got to figure out a name for her. Okay. Oh, it's Selena. There we go. I found it. Sorry. I got a little bit distracted. I wanted to be able to tell you her name. So, right here, we have Abuela and Selena, and then we have Carlos and Mateo, and finally we have the whole family, and they look really grumpy. Oh no, it looks like maybe it is snowing, so I wonder if that's causing an issue. Okay, so it looks like they go outside in the snow, and all of their neighbors look unhappy, and I know when we snow here, we get really excited, or when it snows here, we get really excited, so I wonder why they're unhappy. Looks like they're having a hard time leaving. Looks like another neighbor is unhappy. Another neighbor is unhappy. Not the little girl, though. And finally, it seems like they're starting to cheer up. Everyone seems to turn around. I wonder what happened that made them so happy. And finally, it looks like they're all gathering together for Thanksgiving. This book definitely wasn't written when COVID was a thing. So, but they're all gathering together, and they seem really happy, and like Thanksgiving was a success. So I'm going to read. You can read along with me, and you can pause when I'm done and continue reading. And I'm going to talk about it while we read, because we definitely are going to realize some things in this book that we had questions about before. So, Carlos and his family were planning their first Thanksgiving dinner in America. They were inviting some of their new friends. Okay, so their first Thanksgiving dinner in America means they moved from somewhere. They haven't always lived in America, so they were able to move to America, and it's their first Thanksgiving dinner here in America. I don't know if their culture originally celebrated Thanksgiving, but American culture thinks that Thanksgiving is really, really important. So there we go, his first Thanksgiving dinner in America. Abuela will help me cook the turkey, said Mama. Miss Cortez will bring tamales and black beans, said Abuela, and Mr. and Mrs. Lupin will bring dessert. Carlos and Mateo plan games to play. Mr. and Mrs. Lupin's 4 children will be there too. Would be there too. You gotta fix your mistakes as you read. But during the night, there was a big snowstorm. No one will be able to drive, said Mateo. No one will come to dinner, said Selena. That's why they're so upset. Carlos and his family went outside. Their neighbors were looking at the falling snow. Their neighbors were very unhappy. I was going to my son's house, said Mr. Otero. I made baked potatoes and beans, but no turkey. I was going to my sister's house, said Miss Aliso. I made fresh pasta, but no turkey. I don't have turkey either, said Miss Nolan. My mother was going to bring it. I made salad and pumpkin pie. Carlos smiled at Mama. They could have dinner with us, he said. We have lots of chairs, said Selena. We have a big turkey, Carlos said. It's our first Thanksgiving, said Mama. Would you share it with us? Oh, what a good turnaround. The snow kept falling, so their neighbors all came. They had lots of food to share. They were all safe and warm. Thanksgiving is a good holiday, said Carlos. He was thankful for his family, he was thankful for his neighbors, and he was thankful for pumpkin pie, too. What a good story! So we learned some things. Number 1, we learned that they hadn't always been in America. They got to spend a first Thanksgiving in America. Number 2, we learned, I wanted to point something out to you. So there was this page, and it says Miss Cortez will bring tamales and black beans, and not like hot tamales, not like the little red candies. I'm going to send a video with this lesson. I'll link it below, the video on how to cook tamales, because they're like a traditionally Hispanic food that is really yummy. And they're probably not something we would have at our Thanksgiving. I know we made mashed potatoes and green beans and turkey and ham and stuffing and sweet potato casserole. So I know maybe it's not something you would have at your Thanksgiving, but it's definitely something they brought from their own home or their own heritage to the Thanksgiving meal. And I thought that was awesome. So I want you to think about some things. Number 1, what was the problem in this book? What went wrong in this book? So pause the video. Tell Mom. Tell Grandma. Okay, the problem in this book was that they didn't know who they were going to spend their Thanksgiving with. That's right. Okay, so now, what was the solution to that problem? So how do they solve that problem? Pause the video. Okay, so the solution is that they were able to find people in the neighborhood who had the same problem as them, and they were able to spend Thanksgiving together. That was a really great solution. I'm really glad how that ending turned out. So, I want you to talk to Mom. Tell her some things, some traditions that you love, that you guys do on Thanksgiving, and tell her maybe a new tradition that you would want to start, or a food from this book that you would want to try at your own Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, sorry for any mess ups in this video. I did my best. This is my 3rd time recording it. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I miss you so much. I can't wait to see you on Monday.